English with Deck. Alright, how is everyone today, tonight, this morning? Deck here from Deck English with another episode of English with Deck. Let's go! So now the weather is getting warmer and summer is really starting to become more apparent, it definitely feels like summer. It's the perfect time, a little late actually, but better late than never, as they say. It's the perfect time to ensure our veggies are all planted up and ready to go. So slowly but surely we are planting and nurturing our veggies again this year. And I've mentioned before, but I'll say quickly again, since moving to the countryside where we live now, we have become pretty self-sufficient with growing our own vegetables in the summertime, at least. Um, and we don't have a big garden by any means, especially the area to plant our veggies, and we don't plant any fruits, it's just vegetables. Anyway, um, it's not that big, but it's good enough for our family. It's only 3 meters long by about 1 meter wide. So you can fit a few tomato plants, a couple of aubergine plants, what else? Some cucumber, some peppers as well. That's usually our go-to for the past couple of years. And anyway, the one of our kind neighbours decided to drop by and gift us some tomato plants the other day. So I was like, all right, let's get this done. It's that time of year again. And actually, my youngest daughter is currently obsessed with tomatoes. So if we can grow our own supply, that would, well, firstly, be absolutely amazing for her. She will be ecstatic. But also, for my point of view, we'll definitely save a couple of quid here and there. So that's definitely a plus. Anyway, we've got these 4 lovely tomato plants ready to plant. So I got the spade out, I got the fertilizer, a little bit of compost, and gathered the team. We got to work. So it was me and the girls, and I became the foreman of the operation. I was the leading in charge. I was leading the way, directing orders. But very quickly, it turned into absolute chaos. The the eldest, she decided to take matters into her own hands, and she did a very good job, actually, I won't lie. But there was soil everywhere. It was a pure health and safety hazard. Oh. And the youngest was, well, decided to take the tomato plants for a little walk around the garden. And they survived, so that was okay. But it was a little hair-raising watching a 1-year-old sort of tottering about the garden with the tomato plants clenched in her hands. But like I say, they survived. No harm done. But in all seriousness, it was a really fun and special experience. The girls, I didn't actually do that much. The girls dug the holes, they added the fertilizer and the compost, and then the water, followed by the plant. A bit more compost just to firm it down, some more water, and finally some good soil on top, just to give the plants a real head start. And it really opened my eyes to how important it is, not just to do these things with one's kids or just to do these things in general, but if you have the opportunity to sort of grow your own fruit and veg, well, it's always worth a shot. And you might end up with some delicious produce out of it. So, if you get the opportunity to just plant some strawberries, uh, fruit some tomatoes, or even just cultivate some potatoes, give it a shot. You never know. You might have a delicious feast on your table a couple of months down the line. Okay, guys. Well, as always, I hope today has been an eye-opening episode for you. No, no, no. Of course, I hope that you have enjoyed the episode today. Yeah, I just want to say thank you to all of you wonderful listeners and viewers out there for really just giving a bit of your time so often and so diligently to really lend an ear or lend me your eyes just for 10 minutes at a time, at least once a day. And honestly, I am so grateful for that. So that there is really, really motivating. Okay, guys. Well, as always, remember, English doesn't have to be difficult. Okay, guys. See you in the next one.